All right. Okay, guys. Well, since that got me all choked up, I'm going to try to, get my shit together and so we can go on to Shirley. All right. So Shirley, oh my gosh, another one who's a Director 1 and P2, also crushing it on both sides of the comp plan. She's building an amazing team. She's building an amazing customer pod. Like I said, with a dual-sided comp plan, you can make a part-time or full-time income just building a customer base. You can build a team or you can do both. And that's what's so beautiful. She is a wife. She's married to her high school sweetheart, which I just think is awesome and amazing. She has 2 adult kids. She's just a beautiful soul. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name because it's French and I would probably mutilate it. So Shirley, are you out there?
Hi, yes, I am.
Hi, beautiful soul. How are you? It's so good to have you today.
I'm wonderful. I'm busy with Black Friday and everything, but
isn't it the best busy to be? Oh,
sorry?
It's the best. Isn't it the best busy to be, though?
Yes, of course. I'm not complaining at all.
Yes. Well, let's do this, girl. I can't wait for everyone to hear your story. So I'd love for you to share, what you used to do, what you do, how you got here, just like I had Angie do, kind of the Cliff Notes version of your story. Let's start with that.
Yeah, well, hi, I'm Shirley Proulx. I'll say my last name, Shirley Proulx, from Quebec, Canada. So, yes, I am French, as you can hear in my accent, in my voice. Well, I was a beautician. I was a stay-at-home mom. I had a daycare. I was a nail tech. And while I was a nail tech, I had a client that gave me the opportunity to go work for the government. Like me and the computer are like I was like, I cannot even open a computer. I have to ask my husband how all of that work. I was not a tech person at all. She says, no problem. I'll show you everything. And it was kind of a good timing because our kids were going to start college. So, the expense and everything, and it would be, money-wise, it would be better than to be a nail tech. So I jumped in the opportunity, and I'm still in the government after 8 years. And I have to say it's not my place. I'm there because of all the advantage and everything, but I'm working to take my retirement. And but all that to say is that I was, too, with two other company, two network company before. And in my 40s, you have fine lines and the skin starts to sag. And I was looking at Botox and all of that. And I was like, I really would love, my beautician side was like more, I want something more natural. And I stumbled upon a TikTok of Vanessa J. And I was like, this can't be true. This is, I was so skeptical. And so I reached out to her, and it took me 1.5 years to place my first order. So this is to say that people are watching, and they will eventually place their order. So, and I placed my first order on Black Friday 2 years ago, and 1.5 months on the products. I had really good results. My knees were killing me at that time, and I think a week into using the collagen, I had no more knee pain. And it took me like almost another week to put 2 plus 2 together because I was so focused on having results on my skin that I didn't even think about the amazing result that you can have on your joints as well. Mm-hmm. So, and I was like, okay, this thing is amazing. I have to, to talk about it to everybody, and it all started at that time. So, and I'm so grateful because, like I said, I was with two previous companies. Not to say nothing bad, but when I came here, it was another ballgame. Like it was next level, like the support, the trainings, and the community. And I'm almost 2 years into being here, and nothing has changed. You know, sometimes it's all, you know, rainbows and everything, you know, in the beginning, but nothing has changed. And like, I mean, for the community and stuff like that. So I'm so grateful to be here. And, yeah, so that's pretty much, in a nutshell, my story behind all of that.
I love that, Shirley. So just real quick before we move on to your tips and training, you know, you were with two other companies. I think a lot of people have tried other things in the past, some with success, some not. You know, I think a lot of people come here to Modere with a lot of MLM PTSD. You know, like, you know, they're like, oh my God, I've tried these things before, it hasn't worked, or, you know, whatever. Or they have total MLM PTSD from doing so many, you know, parties and meetings and home events and hotel events and, you know, bombarding all their friends and family and jumping down people's throat with both feet, you know. So what are some of the biggest things that you saw when you came over here that made you realize that you were home?
The support. When I was in the Facebook group, and I went in the guides, and I saw all of the training that we had, I was like, okay, like, if you want to be successful here, you have no reason not to be, because you have all the tools.
Yeah, I love that. Well, and I think once people get into our team and they see okay, I can utilize this ATM system, which stands for Ad Tag Message. It's literally your ATM machine where you can get paid twice a day for just adding people to a group, tagging them on a video, putting them in a three-way chat on Messenger with your upline leadership team or just a couple folks. And guys, I mean, you can earn while you learn. It's beautiful. You know, let us do the heavy lifting for you with the ATM system. I mean, it's so duplicatable, so simple, so duplicatable. I love what Jim Rohn says, easy to do, easy not to do, right? And, you know, so it's so easy to do. If someone just does the do, they will see success in this business. So I love that, Shirley. Love that so much. So that's a great kind of segue for you to share with these guys. What are you doing and what have you done to see success here at Modere, and what would be the best tips that you have for people?
Well, like Angie says, consistency. Consistency is the key. Even if you don't see results, if you don't have likes, if you don't have comments on your post, on your reels, on your just keep going. And like I said, people are watching. And it will eventually and be yourself. Of course, you look at people who are successful to have ideas and guidelines, or, you know, to know, oh, that's working for her. I could do a spin on that. So yeah, for sure, be yourself. And if you go live, if you do a story, before I was so, it has to be perfection. I didn't like when I would stumble on words or stuff like that. And now I'm like, whatever, I'm human, and people like that. I see that my stories are more, I have more views since I've been more me. I saw the difference, you know, because in the beginning you're more robotic, you're more, you know, you want everything perfect. But now I feel be yourself, be consistent, and just be a human. That's what I think it's the key.
I love that. Yeah, we always say be a human first, be a marketer second, right? And you know, if you just be you and share your heart, I always say just open up your heart and share exactly. You know, people say, oh, my gosh, I've got this girl, and, you know, and she's a single mom, and she has 3 kids, and she's super sharp, and she's outgoing, and she's, you know, she's super sharp and great with people. What do I say? I'm like, that. Like, say exactly that. Like, when you approach her, say exactly that. Like, hey, oh my gosh, like, you're a single mom, you got 3 kids, you're just rocking it, you got the best personality, you're so outgoing. Have you ever thought about like monetizing your social media presence? Have you ever thought about, adding another stream of income to what you're currently doing? Like, all it is just say the thing and ask the question, right? You get what you ask for, and I think right now more than ever, guys, to be in phase one is recruiting and selling every single day. And if you recruit and sell every single day, and that consistency piece, you heard Angie talk about consistency. Consistent self-discipline, you guys, it's just giving yourself a command and following through with it. It's keeping the promises that you make to yourself. People say, how do I increase my confidence and decrease my fear? Then do what you say you're going to do, right? Keep the promises that you make to yourself. So I love, love, love everything you said, Shirley. Is there anything else that you'd want to leave these guys with?
Well, I can just add something, because there's an analogy that stuck with me, because I was kind of shy to ask the question and to reach out. But when you think about it, a server at the restaurant, when they ask you, would you like to look at the menu of the dessert, and you say no, do you think he's all, he's all crumbling at the end, it doesn't hurt him at all. He just asked, you said no, and that's it. So it's the same thing with us. If we don't have, and people are shy too. People are so shy. They want to ask, but they don't want to ask. And by you asking, it opens the door.
Yes. I love that so much. I love that. Well, girl, keep crushing it. So proud of everything you're doing. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy Saturday to be with us and to share with these people that are all, wanting to know, like, okay, how do we crush these next few weeks? So thank you for sharing, girl. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice Saturday.
Thank you, honey. All right.